Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Onyeka card to review today. So, with Onyeka, he's obviously a card that I actually enjoyed a lot as a rare gold card. So, the improvement for this card as a defensive-oriented player is definitely a welcome one. So, we're taking a look at someone who is 6 foot tall, high work rates, 3-star, 3-star capability. So it is a card that you mainly want to use in the right-sided position. So if I'm playing him right-sided, 2 CDM formation, that would be really good. But you can also play as a lone center defensive mid if you really want to, just from what his rare gold card actually provides in game. Because I was using him on Giyu's accounts for the beginning of player reviews when I was reviewing like Keen and stuff, and I was actually very surprised at how good he was. In-game player traits, he has the solid player trait. In-game attributes, he is going to be working with very high pace, very high sprint speed for the most part on a shadow chemistry style, because on a shadow chemistry style for this card, he is going to have this for stats. So on a shadow chemistry style, 90 acceleration with 93 for sprint speed. Defensive stats for base card stats can be improved to the mid 90s and high 90s area for the defensive stats. Heading accuracy at 78. It's nice to have heading accuracy, because sometimes in this game, like, they head the ball like so wayward just from like a regular pass as well. But the important thing is how good he is defensively, right? He's a 6 foot tall player, so you want to be able to work with those defensive stats as much as possible. But pace is set up really nicely on the card. Shooting in games definitely set up really nicely as well. Considering he is a CDM, right? Like, it's a card that I don't expect to attack that much, but if he does get into an area, he could be pretty decent on his right foot, maybe left foot, depending on the areas that he gets himself into. It's not necessarily the type of card that I would use as a balanced player to push forward. Like I said, it's mainly going to be a stay back while attacking player, but for the review, we always tell him to get forward and all that good stuff. Base card stats are passing decent on the card, not crazy. That's going to be noticeable from time to time if you go for certain passes, right? If you go for like regular passes, not necessarily a big deal. For me personally, midfielders having good passing is a nice thing to have, but you still need to kind of be positioned well, because they haven't really adjusted the passing in a patch recently, so going to be pretty noticeable there. He does have 90 agility, 90 balance, which is really cool with the height that he has. Definitely like that a lot. His dribbling stats are really nice, with 82 composure as well. Definitely very good stuff there. And then, last but not least, he actually has really good physical stats too. So 92 for stamina, 85 for strength, and then 80 for aggression is very nice. Like, all of that's really dope. So this card could be a beast. You know, he's what, 130k? How much is he on the market? 130k, 128k. I mean, you genuinely cannot go wrong with that. Like, that's actually pretty decent, because people are comparing this card to the Conte card, but it's so weird to compare a card who has French links Premier League to a card that has no club links, unless you're using Tony, which at some point you're going to stop using, right? And then Nigerian links. Like, the Nigerian links it's not an easy link to work with. So the comparison's a little bit strange, obviously, but obviously for quality in game, high work rates, you want to try that out anyways, right? But in game, guys, we are going to mainly use him in the CDM position. I'm going to be trying him out in a 4-2-3-1 like this, playing him at right center defensive mid. We're also going to be using him in the 4-4-2 as well as a 4-2-3-1 wide, where I'll actually tell him to get forward in the 4-2-3-1 wide just to see what he's like, if he offers some sort of good attacking presence. So we'll see how he plays in game. Hopefully he is a beast. Wow, he actually commits forward right there. Really? Okay. Onyeka already with a goal. That's awesome. If that pass actually made it off right there, that would have been a really good opportunity for Diaby. Onyeka with a nice interception, catches it in midair too. Oh, wow. That's a crazy play by Onyeka. That's good. So you can kind of see there with Onyeka that when I overcommit my defenders, he occupies that position really quickly. That's actually awesome. Winning on the attack here too. And the chip shot? Ah, I didn't... Oh, that's transition speed is crazy. Switched off him, go to the second man press, immediately goes to the dude. I wasn't even using second man press right there. That was crazy defending. Look at that, just second man press. Super aggressive, dude. Let's go, Onyeka. Yeah, dribbling in the middle position, not too bad with him. We messed that up completely, but we still get the ball back because of his physical. Just go for the cheekiness. Little fake shot. That was a clean chip shot, though, by Diaby. Very clean. Look at that challenge, man. So good. Onyeka again with the interception. It's the players that just get really stuck to that ball when they see it being open. Positional awareness was pretty decent there by Homeji Onye. Let's go, Onyeka. Dude, I had a feeling this card would be a freaking monster because his rare gold card was really good in the beginning, man. Oh, he's got the reach, my dude. Onyeka's got the reach. Ooh, I like that. I like that when I press the tackle button, he just, like, he runs into the tackle, you know? Like, he doesn't just do a tackle, like, he kind of runs faster into it, you know? Love the positioning there with Onyeka. He's been, honestly, like, really good for me so far. I've been enjoying him a lot. I had a feeling I would. Like I said, like I've been saying, his rare gold card's really good, so... I didn't even expect him to actually get that interception there, but he still did. He's so tall, you know? Oh, that's the one thing about him attacking, is that his dribbling isn't going to be the craziest, but the thing about this card is that you're using him more in the defensive presence than anything, right? Like, that's the whole point of using a player like this in your team. Like, he's not a box-to-box type player. He's just a more defensive-oriented midfielder because of the height and the way that he moves across the pitch. But we're trying him out, you know, telling him to push forward and stuff just to see what he's like. But when you switch off this type of movement that you see that he's doing right now, that's what you want. You want that type of movement. Switch to him here and make the challenge. Beautiful stuff. I'm pretty sure in this review I probably called him like Onyekuru sometimes. Little joke between one of my viewers. Oh, you almost still actually went for that interception. That was interesting. Go for a challenge here. Nice. Possession base too. Yeah, this card is great at midfield, man. He's sick. Okay, guys. So final verdict on the new Onyeka card. He's really good, guys. I enjoyed using him a lot. Reason being for this is because when I usually like these cards, like the rare gold cards, there's so much potential for the upgraded versions. Like, honestly, the only card that I can remember that really disappointed me from being a decent low tier card that like he has the base characteristics and they just didn't give him that potential is someone like Podence last year. Like when they gave him that, I think it was a Rulebreakers as well, or a Scream. I can't remember. I think it was last year that Podence existed, right? That card like just didn't perform as well as he should have from what I experienced from the rare gold card at the time, right? That's the only card that's ever happened to. But with Onyeka, very different. Rare gold card, improved to the Rulebreakers card, very good defensive-oriented player. Guys, this year, the high work rates doesn't matter if the card is more defensive-oriented. It's the same thing with Conte. Conte, I had him on balance instructions, free roam instructions. So free roam kind of makes him come close, make those passes and stuff. I feel like this year, the high work rates is perfectly fine to have in the CDM position because of the balance across the pitch, right? Normally, you know, depending on the situation, you want to have like a medium high if you want to be a little bit more defensive in that area, but the high is perfectly fine for him because, guys, on a shadow chemistry style, The dude is tall, 6 foot tall, really good dribbling stats with great pace, 90 acceleration, 93 sprint speed, with 92 for stamina with the high work rates. Okay, shooting, you shouldn't expect too much about his shooting. Again, this is mainly a defensive card. It's like comparing Conte with the shooting and stuff too. Like, you're not going to take that many shots with him. If you do, for the full meta aspect, yes, you'll be missing the shooting, obviously, right? But it's a card that you're mainly going to be using in the CDM position, stay back while attacking. You can use him as a lone center defensive mid, 2 CDM formation, play him on the right side, of course. Base card stats for passing. As a defensive player, I don't really mind that it's low. I'm going to make very generic passes anyways, but you do notice it being low from time to time when you do the specific passes, right? With dribbling, again, it works so well at the height. It's very nice to have. The lean body type for him to transition left and right is great to work with. Obviously not as explosive as someone like Conte, because Conte's a smaller player, but it's such a welcome thing to have considering the height that he has. And then obviously for physical stats, like, he's working with really good stuff. So you know what, man, for 124k, if you only need Premier League links, you should use this card as your defensive oriented player. He's genuinely really good. I enjoyed using him a lot. I would have been surprised if I didn't like him because of how much I like the rare gold card, in my opinion. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you guys pick him up, I don't think you'd be disappointed, man. He's a very good defensive player, in my opinion. So I'll see you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.